is not ending without me eating grasshoppers, seriously. So I've tied my iron sheet around a compound bulb, and in the morning there is nothing. I take to commercial harvesters to see what they do. Now when I get there, I realize they have a really strong light that is connected directly to the electric pole, and then they have NSENENE there. They have iron sheets, which I still had. So I'm wondering what is different here. So I take to study. I pretend I don't know anything, and I'm asking why we are at it. Electricity goes off. The NSENENE that were up there all disappear. It's back in a bit, and then we are back to the story. So the smoke is the key. So I have to get something to burn. Smoke rises, light passes through the smoke, and then NSENENE can see it from a very long distance, and then they can come. When they come, the smoke makes them drowsy, and then they hit the sheets and they hit the drum. I've got it. That way the catch is big. In the morning, like the scripture says, when you're harvesting, leave a little straw for those who don't have food to catch. So this fairy place, we wake up in the morning, go back and have something to catch. It is thrilling. We are getting some. I'm seeing people passing with grasshoppers in kettles. This is too exciting, and I think about my children that I've left behind. So I go back home to pick them so that they can experience, not just eat. So we are picking, and man, we are getting some. So you have to put in bottles so that they don't disappear. They don't fly out. When you look at every plant, if this house is where they sleep, but deep inside there, because the light hits it, there is so much that we also caught from there. The drums, that is what they left for us to pick. 1, 10, 30. For us, it was a lot, because all you see for NSENENE, they are just flying in the air. To get one, as you're trying to catch it, it disappears, like it flies away, it hops away. So my children are all here. Oh my God, it's early morning. It is so exciting. They are shouting. They have never seen this all their life. Catching one and putting in a bottle, sharing. At the end of the day, they may have caught 1,000 or even only 100 grasshoppers, but the experience of looking for the grasshoppers, even me, an adult, I felt like I'd never gone through such a thing. I understand people who are from Mbale, not in Mbale, Fort Poto and Western Uganda, you've gone through this all your life. But for us, because we've been in areas where we've never seen, we are seeing the trees, when you shake them there, the grasshoppers, it was just exciting. So with time, we get tired. We are seeing these flying away, but you're trying to catch and there's nothing much you're catching. No wonder the ones that do it commercially just stand there and get a huge harvest. We are quickly taught the new method, the effective method of catching grasshoppers. By morning around 7 o'clock, many of them have fallen into the grass and they go beneath looking for, I think, coldness. So we start weeding the grass, just pulling it apart and trying to find grasshoppers. The way we are seeing other people catching, mind you, it's like the whole village is catching grasshoppers at this moment. But we don't see what they are seeing. But slowly by slowly, we also get we have experience. We start catching them one by one. We were not seeing them because they literally look like the grass itself. And then we are filling our bottles. It is 7 o'clock, 7:30. We almost forgot we had other things to do. We had to do school and all. So some of the kids had to go back home and start class. Now after catching, the trouble is preparing them. On the grasshopper, we eat the head, the thorax, the abdomen. You have to remove the legs. You have to remove the filaments. If you eat the filaments, they kind of choke and irritate the throat. You have to remove, I don't know what they call that thing behind one of the grasshoppers. Maybe it's a male or female or whatever. So you have to remove everything. And I'm telling you, after 5 or 10 grasshoppers, it's no longer fun. Remember, we have a whole polythene division of labor worked for us, and because there's so much to do during the day, it is night and the grasshoppers are not yet fried, but we can't sleep, so we get to working this whole thing out. We start this is the time for the fruits of the spirit being tested. Patience, kindness. You're looking at them and imagining, they seemed so many, now they seem so few. How much am I going to eat? Everyone is standing around there. The memories we built that day, our supper was accompanied by matoke that was boiled.